Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Brew, and I'm here to just give you guys a quick update. I am doing a collaboration brew on Sunday with my mate in South Africa. We're going to do like a Google Hangouts thing, and we're both going to brew the same beer. So we're brewing the Landlord clone, which just kicked on my keg at the weekend. It didn't last very long. It's a really easy beer to drink. Mine came in at 4.8%. It's supposed to come in about 4.2. This time I bought 2 kits, so I'll be brewing both in the same batch in my Hopcat, 50 litre Hopcat. So I'm going to try and get 44 litres into the fermenter. I have a 50 litre fermenter here to show you. It's currently got my Kolsch in. It's on the floor here, so it's as cold as possible because my fridge is full of conditioning beer. So there's a bit of a temperature discrepancy required. That beer will be conditioned by Saturday, and that beer will be conditioned by Saturday, so I can take all of that out. Hopefully, actually Friday night do that, get this beer in there, get it down to 1 degree Celsius, the Kolsch, until Saturday night, so 24 hours, and keg it. So I've just bought a new keg, but I have an empty keg there, so the new keg's still in here, and the keg in there is kegged, so I've got 3 empty kegs. So the Kolsch, which is in there, will fill up 1 keg, and hopefully this Landlord will fill up the other 2, and I will need to brew again soon. And I've bought the all grain kit for Elvis juice, again from the Worcester Hop Shop, because I literally cannot find a shop that sells full brew all grain kits with the yeast, the Protofloc tablet, all the grains, and the hops are individually bagged to the drop time. So if it's a 60-minute drop, there'll be a bag for 60 minutes. If it's 2 different types of hops, there's 2 bags for 60 minutes, etc. It's all weighed out for you. It's just cut the bag open and chuck the hops in. So I mean, it's handy. And the Landlord clone for 40 pints, you're talking about, it's like £11.99. So for £24, I'm getting 80 pints of beer, and that's with yeast included. So that's 2 packs of Safal SO4. I could probably do a starter with 1 pack and save that, but I'm swimming in yeast at the moment, so I'm just going to let that go. I just wanted to give you a couple more updates. So I saw a post on one of the, I think it was the Klarstein Hopcat, whatever group, one of the Facebook groups for the, these Guten style, there's the Hopcat, just so you can have a little hello. Yeah. So that's the recirculation one, not the correct one. There was a guy, I think it was Dan Mabbott or whatever his name is, replaced that with this fitting and a silicone pipe. Really good idea. It's a simple idea, but really good, because when you're trying to line up the top, you've got to get it just right, and then when you want to lift the top, this is solid, so you always worry. If it's on a silicone pipe, you just lift up the top, the pipe bends. Very good idea. So I already had the fitting, because I use a silicone pipe to recirculate through my plate chiller. So I'm going to start using that instead of this, and also then it will reduce splashing. So yeah, I'm happy with that. What else have I got? I bought, so the fermenter I just showed you at the top has a 1.5 inch tri-clamp fitting, but it doesn't come with anything. So I bought this from one of those cheap Chinese sites, and it was one of these on each side with the tri-clamp fitting. So I'm only using one side and the seal. But at the moment I'm just using this which is a tied off piece of silicone. I'm just using that to stop, I mean it's finished fermenting, it's just to stop crap from going in there, but you can see the fitting is on, and when I had this on, it was still towards the end of fermentation and it actually blew off the top. So this actually gets under a bit of pressure. So I might be able to do a bit of pressurized fermentation in there. Okay. So that was a nice addition. So what I normally do is have the tube come out and into a bottle of Star San, the same bottle that I use to measure the temperature in the, with the STC 1000 in the fermentation fridge. Happy with that. So I've got a spare. Then I also bought these while I was doing it. I bought, you see the, it screws onto the top of a PET bottle, a plastic 500ml style bottle, probably even 1 litre or anything with the same thread as a PET bottle. And then you carbonate it, so it's a carbonation cap, that's what it's called. But I'm not going to use it for that primarily. What I'm going to use it for is with my Blickman beer gun, because with the beer gun, I don't know if I have all of the right parts here, but so that is gas, I think. So that'll be gas, and then the beer is in the other pipe, which I've got in the thing here. But basically, this goes on the end of the pipe, and then with my quick disconnect, sorry, yes, this is for the gas. So this will go on the end of that pipe. With my quick disconnect, I just disconnected off a keg, one of my spare kegs in the Keyser, and connected on here. So there's no faffing about with trying to find a connection to connect, just a piece of pipe onto. It's a lot easier to have a quick disconnect. Happy with that. Actually, I'll put that in there. Got a spare one of them as well because they came in twos, and you never know with these cheap Chinese things. I mean, this was probably, I think it was £5 for both. You never know how shit it's going to be really, but they actually look like the quality is pretty good. There's no burring on the steel. Normally that's the first indication that it's been made cheap. There's a bit of burring on the steel. So that's pretty much everything I've got at the moment. So the bottles that are conditioning are my Imperial Stout. The Imperial Stout is coming at 10.5%, and it's the one that I did with rum and coffee. So I'm really looking forward to that. And while we've got your attention, I'm going to check and see what else I might have ordered. Because, when you order something, you've always got to get the price above. Well, this is from Brew UK. So anything over £65 and your shipping's free. So, sometimes it's better to spend a bit more to save the £7 of shipping. So what did I buy? Yes, I bought a bouncer filter. Now I'm going to use that when I transfer the Kolsch into the keg, and I'm going to use it when I transfer out of my Hopcat. So I'll go through here, out there, and just to get the last bits of trube or hop debris. If you can see, I'm not sure if that will focus well for you, but basically it's not a fine filter. You can get a finer filter, but I think that's fine enough that I won't get that much crap in the fermenter, and then hopefully it'll take some crap out of the transfer into the keg. I got a grain scoop, so now I can, basically I'll put the grain in a bowl now rather than try and pour it out of a bag and stir. So scoop and stir, much better. And I must have got something else surely, unless that's it's an empty box. And the keg. So that's a reconditioned keg. I mean, you look at that. I haven't looked at it yet because I've literally just opened the box. So there's a dent there, a little dent over here. This is all purely aesthetic. The quality of the rubber, which is, I don't know if anyone's had kegs. Normally, your hands go really black because the rubber starts to go. This is normally under pressure. Yep, that's under pressure still. And that's been refurbished, so although it doesn't look as though the seals have been changed, there are new seals I'll show you here. So you see there, the seals are the old seals. You can see that's discoloured, but they've put 2 new seals here and here. So we're good. The fact is, it's holding pressure. That's the first win. If I change the seals on the post, on the inpost and the outpost, that's it. We're good. This is Jamil's Evil Twin. Bloody lovely as well, this one. Just coming into its own now. I've tried to leave it to condition. It's still got a nice little bit of bitterness on it compared to, like the Kolsch I had was, I think it's about 30 IBUs, or maybe even less. The Landlord clone was 38. This must be more like 50. And it's quite nice, it's quite refreshing to have a good hoppy bitter beer, but it's still got quite a nice malt presence, as you can tell by the colour. Head doesn't hang around too long, but it's an aesthetic rather than anything else. The carbonation is there, which is kind of what you want. So that's just a quick catch up. I'm going to get my recipe sorted 100%. It looks like I need 60 litres of water, just under 60 litres. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to use this. I bought a water filtration set. Someone on the BrewTube, which is our YouTube page, recommended this. It was only about 30 quid or something. But as soon as I read the instructions, it says, yeah, it doesn't remove compounds. So let's see if I can point. So the chances are I will either buy the water in again, the Tesco Ashbeck water, which is my favourite water to use apart from RO and build up the profile. Or I will try and get down and get some RO water at the weekend. If I can get maybe 50 litres of RO, then I might just sparge with normal tap water. That should be okay. Yeah, so I'll see you guys on. I'll probably post a video for the actual brew day on early next week, so between Monday and Wednesday next week. Really look forward to getting back onto the brew wagon. And hope you guys are all brewing, and if you're using one of these automated systems, let me know what you think. And actually I'd like to know if anyone's got the old version of either the Hopcat or the version 1 of all these Guten style systems, what the difference is, because I'm assuming it's just the controller. The system itself seems perfect, so let me know, put some shit in the comments, man. Okay guys, keep on brewing!